What's up, Patriots? Hope you guys are doing well. This is CJ with a Patriot Nation, and today we're going to hear from Johnnie Walker. Yes, Johnnie Walker was an Iraqi insider who helped our Special Forces troops in the hostilities in Iraq. We have some very interesting insight to share from Johnnie Walker. Let's take a look and see what he has to say.
Detailing his time serving with us as Navy SEALs. And for the ease of pronunciation, we're just going to go with what we called him overseas. Johnnie Walker, welcome, brother.
Thanks, brother.
You were there during the drawdown of Iraq. You saw similar stuff, people getting left behind. The State Department couldn't get their act together, get people out in time. You got out in time. You served America as an Iraqi citizen for a country that is not able to take care of its own citizens like we're seeing in Afghanistan right now, the war zone. What's your response to the Biden administration complete debacle?
So if you look at the history from day one, when established United States, this country built by people, not by politics. The people built this country as land of freedom. Mm-hmm. But I have one concern, something I didn't understand from day one, working with you guys until now. All the time, the Democrat, they have embarrassing chaos decision. Look at Benghazi, Hillary Clinton and ISS. And look at now, in sensitive time, Biden, he want to pull the troops with no plan. And he just compared numbers and equipment. It's so embarrassing to every Americans. And I know every American house right now, they have sad story about what happened in Afghanistan. This is not who we are. Yeah. This is not what we're hearing. And
I can imagine what's most frustrating for a guy like Johnnie Walker is knowing that the United States now has left between 10,000 and 40,000 U.S. citizens stranded in the country of Afghanistan with the Taliban taking over and taking U.S. arms and equipment, etc. This has got to be extremely frustrating for a guy like Johnnie, who's helped our special forces extensively to escape tyranny and also escape terrorism. But something I find even more interesting is what Johnnie Walker has to say regarding the solution.
What's your solution to something like this?
Bro, it's easy and simple. Trump. And if anyone says, I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat, I'm not a Christian, I'm Muslim, I'm from Iraq, I'm American citizen now. I support him 100%, not because he's good with me. I never met him. It's my honor to meet him. But I don't want to be witness at the end of my life to collapse this nation. I don't have another home. And exactly. I know in deep my heart, only Trump is going to bring our home back. We need him now.
Yeah. Well, brother, America is always your home. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you very much, Johnnie Walker.
Salute, brother. Thank you.
So for a man who has seen some of the most brutal terrorism and totalitarianism up close, face to face, for him to say the solution is President Trump, that tells us a lot. He knows that terrorists, Islamic radicalism, totalitarianists only respect one thing, and that is strength. Now, this next segment is extremely interesting because this next segment covers footage from Joe Biden's interview with that turncoat, Stephanopoulos. And Stephanopoulos was asking him a number of questions, but the original recordings did not include Sleepy Joe's less than positive responses. And if you take a look at some of these transcript remarks that we have gotten access to, you are going to be rolling your eyes going, what in the hell is this guy saying? This is extremely alarming. Let's take a look at those now.
In the unreleased transcripts of the Stephanopoulos and Biden interview, Stephanopoulos goes on to say, I think a lot of Americans, and I even think a lot of veterans who served in Afghanistan agree with you on the big strategic picture. Stephanopoulos goes on to say, they believe we had to get out, but I wonder how you respond to an Army Special Forces officer, Javier McKay. He did 7 tours. He was shot twice, and he agrees with you. He says, we have to cut our losses in Afghanistan. But, he adds, I just wish we could have left with honor. Biden responds by saying, look, that's like asking my deceased son, Bo, who spent 6 months in Kosovo and a year in Iraq as a Navy captain and then major, as an Army major. And, I'm sure he had regrets coming out of Afghanistan, out of Iraq. He had regrets to how it's going. But the idea, what's the alternative?
This is further confirmation that we have a guy in the White House who was prepped, who was protected, who was hidden, coddled, just so he could be used to pull a facade over the American people. This is obvious. This man is not cognitively capable of running the most powerful country on the face of the earth. He's not even cognitively capable of running a senior care center. This guy is way in over his head, and we are seeing it now. The consequences are catastrophic. It is going to result in years of recovery. The differential between us and other countries, it's going to be narrowing because his inability to fight and to battle and to be as persistent as possible to protect American interests. There is something to be said about America First. America First puts you and I and the rest of this country in the forefront, okay? They don't understand when they're trying to negotiate with other countries anything about putting America first. These guys put America second, third, fourth, and even fifth. We need to get back to the basics, guys. Look forward to seeing what goes on next in this ongoing saga in the United States of America. Take care, guys. God bless. See you next time.
Afghans falling.
That was 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
What did you...